Hey folks, Luke Mullen here with your Nebraska football practice report. The Lincoln Journal-Star's 4 downs today. Here, Matt Rhule giving his usual Monday press conference. And the word on the street, all about USC. Of course, last week it was the reaction to Minnesota, all of the mistakes, the miscues that Nebraska had in that matchup. Today, of course, some reflection on that Northwestern game. But quickly, Nebraska turning the page to a matchup which is frankly going to define this final month of its season as it heads into a difficult November stretch. Matt Rhule, by the way, 1-7 at Nebraska in the month of November. Very important for him to get off on the right start. But what's going to impact that is its personnel up front along the offensive line. The injury update today, Teddy Prochazka out for the season with an ACL injury. A big blow for this Husker team. He started the first 4 games of the year at right tackle. Had been switched around as Elijah Pritchett came in and left tackle. Gunnar Gatula was on the right. Prochazka had a backup role, but this week, Gatula unable to go. Prochazka came in. Unfortunately, in that second quarter, his leg just gave way, another ACL injury, and really tough luck for Teddy. That is 4 season-ending injuries in his 5 years with this Husker football team. He's torn ACLs in both legs. Really difficult for a guy who's gone through that rehab process so many times just to get back to this point and frankly to win that camp competition to earn that right tackle spot, which was well done for him to ultimately go to this low. Really difficult. Matt Rhule said after that game on Saturday, teammates gave him the game ball. I'm sure he'll still be a big part of this team, but not able to do so on the field, out for the season. And as for the guy he replaced, Gunnar Gatula, Matt Rhule unspecified about the type of injury that's limiting Gatula, but he said he's trying to battle through it. Sounds like from his status, Gatula may be in question again this week. Turner Corcoran, Tyler Canuck, those are the other options, but offensive line in flux a little bit this week. And as we talk about blocking, well, hey, the only sack that Nebraska allowed during this game against Northwestern was on the play where Prochazka got hurt, where he could not complete his block through no fault of his own, of course, suffering that injury. So credit to Nebraska for having a game plan that got the job done and limiting those sacks. But we're talking about blocking. We're talking about wide receivers today. Matt Rhule giving some high praise, saying it was the best wide receiver blocking effort he's seen from a team he's coached. He mentioned Ron Brown, a guy who's been around this Husker football program for decades, talks about the glory days in the 90s. Even Ron Brown was impressed with the level of physicality that the Husker wideouts showed in blocking their opponent on Saturday. That's something Nebraska's going to need against a tough USC defense. This is a different USC team than you might have seen in years past. Yes, it's a Lincoln Riley coached team. That means it's going to be offense, it's going to be points. Expect Nebraska to need to score 30, maybe a 31 point, 35 points to get the job done against USC. But where this Trojan team is different, not all about the pass. They have a great rushing team, and they're also pretty good on defense. The way that things play out, of course, with the high-scoring offense, their defense is tested at times too, so they've allowed a lot of points as well. But make no mistake, this is a physical, tough USC defense that Nebraska will have coming here to Lincoln. And as for the atmosphere in Lincoln, night game, 6:30 kick, NBC. But what everybody's talking about around here is the Blackout. The new alternate black uniform was on display for us in the media room. Matt Rhule kind of eyeing it. He was giving a little bit of a side eye, saying, "Oh, I don't think that dummy with a uniform should be in here." The focus, of course, should be on the game, but for all the fans, for all the players, the recruits, the people who will be watching nationally, the all-black uniforms, they are going to pop. The folks around here in Lincoln, they've been talking about getting the message out to the fans. They're saying wear black. That is going to be the thing that they want to see there on the field. Matt Rhule talking about the night game atmosphere, how important that is at Nebraska to affect the opposing offense. All of this shaping up to say what a big game that Nebraska has coming up this Saturday. A chance to end its struggles in November, to win a game against a ranked opponent, which it has not done in many, many years, and to get going against a very good USC team.